So hi there. I was inspired to write down a little bit about for you left brainies. If you are in the analytical realm of your mind, if you tend to overanalyze, overthink before you make the next move, and you're wanting to have the confidence to make the next move and trust that that is the exact thing you need to do in order to move forward, then this might be for you. So, hi, I'm Alex and I'm a coach, and I love to work with limiting beliefs. So, I do belief work, and here I want to share with you one of my perspectives and also share a little bit about my journey, because what I'm going to share with you is basically my discovery journey. So here it goes. I have my notes there so that I don't lose total track and go everywhere. So if you want to know how you can find confidence and where the confidence actually sits and how you can get there, stay tuned. So you're one of these lefties, you're often in overdrive, overthinking, overanalyzing, going in a tailspin, evaluating left and right, which is the next way. So this might lead you to analysis paralysis and also to a real intense feeling of frustration. So what I imagine what you're striving for is actually balance and flow, happiness, and just an ease with which you can move forward. So maybe you've tried already several means to get there. You've been reading self-help books, you've been trying to meditate, you took courses, and it just didn't give you any relief so far. And in fact, you wonder if you actually are able to, let me get this thing out of the, thank you. A little OCD here. So in fact, you are wondering if you will be able to calm your chatter down and actually be able to meditate. So I say that is totally normal, that you feel a little bit stuck, not knowing where you have to look in order to find the relief. And you know that you want to have a look at this mindset thing, because you know you're not stupid, you're really dedicated and you do the work, but somehow you're holding yourself back. It's kind of a feeling like a sabotaging, you know, you set out to do one thing and then something happens magically and you don't follow through. It's kind of a self-sabotage. You're doing it to yourself, and that is a very common thing. And usually because there is somewhere an underlying fear which wants to keep you safe where you are and wants to keep you safe from, failing, feeling insecure, being judged or something like that. So what I do is I offer to go beyond meditation, to go beyond other tools that are pretty known to focus, to calm you, to center you. And I want to go a little bit deeper to the root, and I want to prep your mind so that it can actually trust and relax, so that in the end you probably will be able to meditate and in a way that really suits you. So the goal is to allow your brain to relax so you can actually quiet the chatter. And of course, you can also explore the other tools to keep you focused, to know, be present in the moment. If you're journaling, vision boarding, just know that there just is no one perfect way. And certainly there's no need to force any of these practices if they just don't do the trick for you. So if affirmations and showing self-compassion towards you while you're standing in front of a mirror, if that doesn't do the job for you, then just stop. Because if that just adds another to-do to your list, and then you're kind of frustrated that it doesn't give anything for you, there's no, no enlightening coming towards you, just, relieve yourself of that pressure. So here is the permission slip for you to do it exactly the way that serves you, that works for you and not for others. something what feels also right for you and natural. You know, you don't need to fake it until you make it. That's one way, but you know, I'm saying let's check out the root cause and then relax your brain and then allow yourself to trust yourself. So how does that sound for you to find your very own way? Because I'm so aware that it's finding your own way, it's easier said than done. So my challenge was that I thought, or I actually catch myself that I still am thinking that way, that it has to be a specific way, a certain way how it should be. I think it should be different, someone else thinks it should be different. Somewhere I got this idea, the way I'm doing it right now is not the right thing. So also often I was thinking, you know, why reinvent the wheel if someone did it already? You know, if I can save time, follow a proven system, a right system, which does it just better and faster and more efficient, so why not go that way? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Let me start by saying there's nothing wrong with following a proven system. As long as you have fun doing it that way, then everything will fall into place anyhow. But the perspective I'm offering you is to discover a fun and effortless way, which is your way. Yes, there is an effortless way. It's not always hard work and, you know, the grind, the hustle we have to do. Actually, it can also happen quite easily. So I want to help you find your way. I want to enable you to trust yourself and follow your intuition so that you actually find your way. To me, that's the first step, or no, not the first step, the first goal to trust your intuition. It's like a discovery to yourself and then trusting what you find. So here we are back to the ultimate goal of confidence, happiness, and balance. Can you trust that everything you really need is already there, that it's within you? Or do you feel like a never-ending urge to explore and search for more? I'm very familiar with that. And I love to get lost in that sometimes. But on the hunt for someone who knows it better, who knows the system, so he or she can teach you or me how to follow that system. Someone who brings you clarity. Are you sometimes looking for a solution who brings you that? A bit more clarity, a little bit more ease. So there's nothing wrong with exploring. Like I said, I love to explore, very curious. But occasionally, this exploring can be a little bit time consuming. And if you tend to have a shiny object syndrome, you might know what I'm talking about. You know, you hop from one solution to the other, always thinking this one is going to teach me that one thing, that perfect solution, and all my problems are going to go away. And while you're doing this, you kind of lose track of time. And sometimes this happens, actually quite often this happens, because we need validation that we are on the right track. So we want someone to take us by our hand and just, you know, show us the way and kind of calm us down that we are on the right track. We just need to put one foot in front of the other so that we actually move forward and we're not scared by the big jumps. So when you are having the shiny object syndrome and you're kind of like all over the place, or you're overanalyzing, overthinking, there is a good chance that somewhere in there between your two ears there is resistance of moving forward, because there is a fear. Because your brain wants to keep you safe. So maybe that's a fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of trusting your intuition, because what if you're right? And what if you're wrong? You know, like it gets in a kind of paralysis. So it also could be that you maybe don't actually hear, feel, see your intuition. Maybe the connection between you and your gut feeling is not that that strong yet, because that's what happened to me. So I could totally relate to that. That actually, yeah, what is the gut feeling? What is the intuition? But that's the goal, to get a connection to your intuition, to notice the impulses and follow through on it. Because totally different topic, but how intuition actually forms. But I like to also refer to it like the inner wisdom. Sounds so smart. But there is like this inner guidance system which just knows what is right for you. And the trick here is to actually follow it and trust it. So when you are instead looking to find something outside the one magic solution, you might lose track a little bit and find the solutions, or wanting to find the solutions outside rather than, to look within. So you spend so much time outside and so little time within. So explore if that is fun for you. But if you're exploring and giving in to the shiny object syndrome because you want to relieve from the pain of doubts and fears and insecurities, then that's a long-winded road to find confidence, at least in my experience, because I did take that long-winded road. I totally went on that long-winded road, and I really truly enjoy learning. I'm a learner, and the desire for learning and the actual increase of knowledge in certain topics gave me the excuse to just continue with it, because accumulating knowledge, if useful or not, somehow resembled growth for me, which it is, isn't it? But it didn't necessarily move the needle for me where I wanted to go. So I learned that we often think we need more validation through other people, through more certificates, and then we will be able to take the next step. Then we will be able to put ourselves out there on social media to let people know about our services and what you're doing, whatever you want to spread the word about. But you know what I discovered through my journey? It has all been there in my heart, between my ears. It's always been there, and in my gut. Love to eat, but there's also the impulse which is living there. So I realized that it was all about trust, and it was about trusting myself, about my intuition, about that I actually know what is right and what is wrong and what will move me forward. So it's about trusting in my decisions, in my actions, that they will lead me where I want to go. And I discovered, once I trusted myself and started to follow my intuition and my inspired impulses and do what was fun, I did actually become more confident. So that was quite a journey. And I'm still on it, and it's so exciting. I love the idea that we are lifelong learners, so this learning experience will never stop. But I totally get if you don't want to be a lifelong learner to get all the enlightenment when you want to get your next big project done right now. So this was just, to give you an idea that in order to reach and to complete your next big goal, your immediate next goal, and you want to work on your mindset, there is no need to go first on a year-long journey of self-discovery. There is actually a shortcut, and the shortcut is to go within and to find what is holding you back inside. Very often, you are aware that what is holding you back is you yourself. That there is something you're doing that is sabotaging your progress. You're like self-sabotaging. And maybe you also feel a little bit like an imposter, this famous imposter syndrome. Like, who the heck is going to buy from me? Who am I to teach you this? Who am I to help you to go through this or that? So if you can feel like, yeah, that's me too, then there is a chance that there is an underlying belief which is holding you stuck just because it wants to keep you safe. And what I what I always say is like, we just need to hand your brain this a little memo where it said, you know, you don't need to be scared anymore. There's this new one, you might have missed this update. Let me run you through this so you can relax, I can move forward and tackle the next big project. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to share with you, and I hope there were some inspirations in there, and that you can think a little bit about it, or reach out if you want to have a free gift call. I'm always open for that one, and then I will put the link below in the description. And I would love to talk to you about this and explore what your main dominant negative belief is that is holding you back. So thank you so much, and talk to you soon. Bye.